Good morning and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Tourneo Custom Sport walk around video. But before we do get started, like always, if you are enjoying our content, hit on the subscribe button and never miss a minute of our content ever again. This here is an orange glow Ford Tourneo Custom Sport L1, so that is the short wheelbase vehicle. This features the 2-litre adBlue engine producing 170 PS of power. That 170 PS of power is then transmitted through the front wheels through an automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2021 registration, meaning we have Ford warranty with us until April 2024. The vehicle itself has done just over 13,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number on the dash in a minute. Now, this vehicle is a very heavily spec'd vehicle. We've got some fantastic specification to talk about this morning, so sit tight and let me walk you around. So the first thing we're going to do, remote central locking key, give you a good look at that out of the pocket, and we're going to click on the unlock button, and that's going to wake up the daytime running lamps. So they're going to appear to be flashing in your video, and that is simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. So let me assure you, they're not a strobe light upgrade, they just give you the ultimate visibility no matter the lighting condition. And what I mean by visibility is people seeing you, so they are constantly on when the engine is running, so you're always going to be seen. Inside those headlights are the bi-xenon HID headlights there, so some of the best headlights in the Ford range. Moving down, we have front fog lights, and just below them we have front parking sensors. The front parking sensors trail all along the front lip of the bumper there. In that little dully dark bit at the bottom there, that is a front collision assist sensor. So that is responsible for a lot of the driver assistance pack. So we've got some fantastic driver assistance software on this vehicle, which I shall cover once we're inside the vehicle. Progressing around now, and we can have a look on the offside front, which is a nice 17-inch machine cut alloy wheels. So machine cut alloy wheels, you have the nice silver shiny face at the front with the gloss black theme just behind. These wheels are fitted with 17-inch Michelin tyres as standard. Before we progress around the body, we're just going to look north quickly. I need to get flat onto the vehicle because there's quite a bit of light. That there is a sensor for the lights. So when the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Further north, we have 3 more sensors at the top there. One there is for your auto high beam, the middle one is for your traffic speed sign recognition software, and the right hand one is for the rain sensing wipers. Continuing to progress around the vehicle, it's time to talk about the wing mirrors. They are power folding and heated door mirrors, and at the end of them we have a blind spot assist monitor. Admittedly all you can see is me, but that there would illuminate orange if someone was in your blind spot, either on the near side or the off side of the vehicle. High security locks features on the driver's door, ensuring it's only you getting in. We have rear privacy glass, and that trails all the way around the rear windows of the vehicle. Entry points on these Tourneos are either on the near side or the off side, whichever might be safer at the time. Obviously if you're taking a trip over to the continent, it might be the other side. At this stage of the video, I take a step back, get the camera nice and high, and I shimmy myself along the off side of the vehicle, showing you just how beautiful every body panel is. So hopefully that gives you a good idea. Then we can move the camera round to the offside rear wheel and give you a good look at that. And then we can start to make our way around the rear of the vehicle. So at the rear of this Tourneo we have rear parking sensors, again on that lower bottom lip there, and they are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera, and I'll show you that once we're on the screen in a moment. So now we're going to give the near side the exact same treatment, starting the camera nice and high and slowly shimming. Let's get a bit more acute to it. Slowly shimmying the camera down the near side. It is pristine, this vehicle, it's lovely. To the near side rear wheel now, to give you a good look at that. Following that all the way to the near side front. So again, just to confirm, 4 Michelin tyres on all 4 wheels. So I mentioned earlier, this is a Euro 6.2 compliant vehicle, and it's also the adBlue. What that means is we have an adBlue system down here. This gets filled up on a used car prep, so you don't have to worry about it for at least 2,000 miles. You get an indicator on the dash, and basically what the adBlue does, it sprays a liquid solution onto the exhaust gases, making it a nice clean burn. Coming round now to the rear of the vehicle, let's open up the tailgates. Obviously what you've got to do is unlock the vehicle, otherwise you're not getting in. So we can open up the nice large tailgate there. So let's talk about the tailgate quickly. Not only is it an amazing umbrella, so if you're out walking the dogs on a field maybe and it's raining, you could be nice and dry. The second point to note is we do have a little strap here to assist you bringing it back down. So if you were a shorter person, there's a lot of shorter people out there, you're going to need that because it's quite tall. So that helps you out. And again, because it's so large, we have two beautiful hydraulic struts either side to make shutting this tailgate a doddle. Even with the end of my index finger, it's extremely easy to shut once more. So this is the very large volume boot space on the Tourneo Custom Sport. So again, this is an L1 vehicle. So if you're trying to weigh up the differences between an L1 and L2, very briefly, it's the distance between the rear blower motor and the rear seats. So maybe you have another foot of rear loading space. But this is still plenty big enough for, I'd say, two large dogs and a medium-sized lion or an alligator. Anyway, or just 8 suitcases quite happily. If you stack them up nicely, you've got plenty of space in the back here. So we do also have in the rear there a 12-volt socket, so maybe you have cool boxes or tools you need to charge up. Perfect to do that. The Tourneo Custom Sports will come with a spare, oh god, drop the camera, spare wheel underneath there, and the release point for it is just under here. All the relevant tools and jacks you need to change your spare wheel are supplied underneath the driver's seat. Look at that, beautiful. So that's the exterior and the boot taken care of, and I'm guessing the reason you're watching this video is because you need 8 seats. Well, not always, but predominantly. And so let me give you 6 of those seats in the rear. Okay, I'm going to waffle on for a minute because you're going to have a high depth explanation about what's going on. So we have 4 ISO fixing seats. So if you require ISO fixings, they are the outer seats all the way around. So you can have 4 ISO fixing chairs in here. Each seat is actually individual, and there's a couple of benefits for that. So currently we are in conference mode, so there's 2 banks of 3 looking at each other. If you for whatever reason think this might create arguments, or people just don't like travelling backwards, we can rotate this row 180 degrees, so the left hand seat will be here facing forward, so effectively giving you 2 banks of 3 facing forward. So it's very versatile in the way you configure these vehicles. But for example, you only needed 2 seats, you only need to carry 4 people, but you really needed the space in the rear. So again, this is an L1 vehicle, so it's slightly smaller. But if you didn't need those seats, look what these do. Look, fold that down, right? That locks in. Another lever. Pull this one upwards. That locks in. We have a little lever here. Pull that lever, then this whole seat can then be removed from the vehicle. That goes with every single seat here. So again, if you didn't need the seats, take them out. Save yourself a bit of weight and create yourself some more space. If you needed a transit van for whatever reason, take all your seats out. Transit, beautiful. So it's very versatile in the way these Tourneos can be configured. Very easy to operate as well, as I'm demonstrating with my forearm, just like so. Let's look at the seats then for a second. They're part leather, part cloth interior, so you have that nice little cross stitch pattern in the middle, very durable, very robust, and it's all defined by this lovely grey stitching there as well. Looks very professional indeed. Again, ISO fixing features at the bottom. The middle chairs, where they are not ISO fixings, do also double up to be a nice table / cup holder. So some accessories in the back here for your rear passengers. The 2 middle doors have closable windows. Each window has a retractable sun blind. If we look south quickly, so we've got effectively 8 seats, 6 in the rear, so 2 USBs down there, 2 more on this panel down here, then 2 more at the rear of the handbrake. So effectively 6 USBs for 6 passengers. If they do get a bit hot or cold, they're going to need rear air conditioning. So these are the controls for the rear air conditioning module. I just showed you the blower motor in the back there. So that's how that's all powered. We obviously have a rear a roof speaker system and air conditioning vents feature throughout. So that's the rear of a Tourneo. If you need any more advice, help, or just questions answered, give us a call. We are more than happy to explain it all to you. But if you do purchase this vehicle and need it set up in 2 banks of free facing forward to begin with, we can have that done for you upon collection. This now is the driver's door card. I'm a fanatic when it comes to door cards because it needs to be really well configured. What's the point of buying a Tourneo if you've got nowhere to put your drink, your coffee and everything like that? So to begin, at the top, the electric window controls, 2 electric windows at the front here. Folding mirror controls are there, and we have the adjustments either side. Interior locking is found just next to the door handle. So we have a lovely little cubby hole here, perfect for, I don't know, maybe your wallet, your phone, possibly. This bit here is perfect for a lunchbox, big fan of that. Drink water, kids. It's good to have a big water bottle with you. That fits in there, not a problem. At the bottom there, again, beautiful storage area as well. So you've got your big bottle of water, you've got your big flask of coffee in that one there. But then you're just popping by to Starbucks or Costa and that can fit in there. So you've got many opportunities to keep your drinks and all your personal belongings. Big fan. Let's now look at the seats. So the seats again are exactly the same as the rear ones, and these are both heated front seats, and they are, count with me, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, which is the front tilt adjustment, and we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, which is the rear tilt adjustment, that's the height adjustment. Then we have 6 and 7, which is the rear tilt. I'm losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-way adjustable electric seat with lumbar support there. I mentioned previously, underneath this cover here is all the relevant tools and jacks you need to change your spare wheel on the side of the road. So it's nice that they supply that. Let's get the cover on nicely. So that's all stowed away beautifully. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now. Well, not quite literally jump, but get inside, and you're going to hear a bit of distortion on my microphone. So please just bear with me for a moment. Okie dokie, so I said the vehicle was just under 13,000 miles, and that wasn't a lie. That's 12,964.8. So to begin with, an automatic vehicle, pop the foot on the brake, turn the key round, and that gains us power to the vehicle. So give you a quick tour around the dashboard. Left hand side is your classic RPM gauge. The bottom, we have a coolant temperature sensor, we have a fuel gauge, a gear selector indicator, and on the right hand side is your classic analog speedo, miles an hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. The middle screen can be controlled using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. I have a return, an OK, and a menu function. So let's give you a quick tour around there. Let's get a bit of zoom on the go. So we've got the odometer at the top, ambient air temperature to the right hand side. So we're currently on the settings screen. So if we open that up, we can go into driver assistance. So the driver assistance pack on this vehicle includes blind spot assist monitors, we have pre-collision assist, so that's that little radar at the front, traffic sign recognition, lane keeping system, driver alert, cross traffic alert, eco coach, and we've got cruise control and an intelligent speed limiter. Returning out of there, if we go into vehicle settings, we can then look at lighting, for example, which is the auto high beam I was talking about in the sensor. Come down, we've got wipers in here as well. You've got wipers, and you've got your rain sensing wipers. So there's some very nice automation going on in this vehicle. Returning out of there quickly, we can go downwards to different trip computers. We have a My View. So in My View you can customise what you'd like to see. So for example, a lot of people like to see a digital speedo. There we are, speedo engaged. The screen here is referring to your adaptive cruise control. So if we just lose the zoom again and look at the left hand side of the steering wheel, this is all the controls for the adaptive cruise. So you can set your distance with the top left button, set your speed using the rocker in the middle, take it on and off standby by the top right. The speed limiter is found bottom right. We have volume minus, plus, and a mute button feature on that cluster as well. Progressing the video into the center console now. This is the automatic gear selector, so it's very easy. We have a little unlock at the rear there, but you can actually classify this as a semi-automatic vehicle as well, because in manual mode at the bottom you can actually cycle through the gears to your preferences using the up and down arrow on the right hand side of the shifter. We have a parade of buttons here. Just very briefly, Traction control, you have a mode button, so this vehicle has a normal and an eco drive mode, changes gear a bit shorter, making it a bit more economical. That will turn on and off your parking sensors, and this one is forward active park assist, which we shall cover in a second. Down in this little area here, we have a 12 volt socket, the 7th USB on the vehicle, and a nice little cubby hole with more cup holders. So if we look north quickly, we do have the controls for the heating, ventilation and air conditioning. Fan speed is found to the left, temperature rocker to the right hand side, including your max demis and your max air conditioning. At the bottom we have a 3-way electric heated seat. We have the Ford electric heated front screen, it's amazing at this time of year, and we have different flows of vents in the middle, recirculation, air conditioning, rear demis and on and off. Slightly north we have the beautiful FICM module. This is a Sync 3.4 unit. We have the dark blue band at the bottom, and it's divided between audio. In audio we have different sources such as AM, FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. We have your phone connectivity there, so you can add it via Bluetooth. The ever perfect Ford Sync navigation, very easy to use. Click the search bar, wait for the keyboard to load. If you want to come to Perkins to look at this Tourneo, you're going to need Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. Click the search bar and that will program your route like so. So very easy to use on that. And once you've got your directions set, you can have the navigation directions appear on the screen ahead of you. Equally, this screen is fully supportive of Apple CarPlay and Android Autos. Whichever software you have on your mobile, plug it in using a USB-A port just down there, and it shall mirror your phone onto this screen here. And what I mean by that is you can take advantage of a lot of your applications, such as your phone, your messages, your WhatsApp, and even your navigation. So if you didn't like the Ford navigation, you can use your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, anything like that. It can all be used on the screen. My favourite function is using the voice command button, which is found on the right hand side of the steering wheel. Click on that with your phone connected. That will then activate Siri on iPhone or Google Assistant on Android, and you can ask your voice assistant to do a whole range of tasks while you're driving, whether that's send text messages, make phone calls, set navigation, play music. What's the West Ham score? You can just ask it nice and easily. So it keeps your hands off the phone whilst you're driving along. So that's a bit about the screen. We have a few more party pieces to cover on this one. I know, but this is getting a long video now. I should be a movie star. This is the screen for the Ford Active Park Assist, and Ford Active Park Assist will park the vehicle for you. That's a parallel park in, a bay park in, and a parallel park out, using the out indicators to dictate which side of the road you shall be parking on. It will then give you the instructions of how to park. So it's a very lovely system. I'm going to leave you on the note of the rear vision camera with the proximity sensors for the front and rear parking sensors to the top right hand side of the screen, and we've got the parking aid in the middle. So if you did have a tow bar fitted to the vehicle, that black line is going to get you on and off trailers, caravans, nice and easily. So that is a Ford Tourneo Custom Sport in a nutshell. Quickly, we do have a exclusive USB and a 12 volt socket for the driver just there. That's all from me. Sorry I went on a little bit today. 18 minutes long. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, leave us a lovely comment below, and if you need to get hold of us, please give the sales team a call on 01376 550 899. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.